Have you ever had a scary experience with the ocean? Um, 11 years ago, after Holy Week, us in Peru, we always took a few days off and we decided to go to the beach. And when I was a teenager, I did a lot of bodyboarding, and I was decent at it. So when we went to the beach, I wasn't a teenager anymore, but in my mind, I still was one. And the thing is that in Holy Week, waves tend to be bigger because it's a full moon, right? And the moon affects very much the waves and the tides. So it was after Holy Week, and the waves were still very big. And because, I'm so prideful, I had told the brothers, yeah, I'm going to go bodyboarding. And I saw the ocean, and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. But because I said I was going to do it, they couldn't back down, right? So I went into the ocean on my own, and one of the brothers was right in the shore looking at what I was doing. And the waves were big. I was scared, but I was like, I think I can handle this. So I went to a place where the waves break, and it was calm for a little bit. And I thought it wasn't as bad as I thought. And suddenly, I see a wave forming out there. And I got paralyzed because I had two options. Either I started paddling towards the shore, or I could paddle towards the wave so I could go over the wave before the wave breaks. But I was utterly scared and paralyzed. So I just stood there, and the wave broke right in front of me. So what you normally do when the wave breaks in front of you is you throw the bodyboard, and you dive as deep as you can so you don't feel the wipeout of the wave. But I was scared. So I let the wave hit me, and the leash broke. So I lost the bodyboard, and I lost one of my fins too. So the brother who was in the shore saw the bodyboard coming to the shore, but he didn't see me. And he later told me he was thinking he had to call the priest and say, we lost him. So I got a really bad wipeout. And the problem is that as soon as I came from the first wipeout, the second wave of the set was coming, and the second wave broke right in front of me. And I truly believed, this is the end of my life. And I thought to myself, well, at least I'm in a state of grace. I'll go to purgatory for a little bit. But so the strangest thing happened. I barely made it. And when I came out of the second wave, there wasn't a third wave or a fourth wave. Normally, waves come in sets of 5 or 6. But that day, only 2 waves came. And after the second wave, I was able to swim out. I was very close from facing death. And I'm bringing all this up because in the gospel today, the disciples were in the midst of a storm in their little boat in the middle of the night. And the version of John doesn't say it, but in the synoptics, when they speak about this moment, it says the waves were so big that they basically covered, they were larger than the boat. But when Jesus comes to the disciples, he says, don't be afraid. It is I. It is I, don't be afraid. And these words impact me because Jesus is saying, it doesn't matter how strong the storm is, you should never be afraid. It doesn't matter how big the waves are, you should never be afraid. He doesn't say, be a little afraid, don't worry, you'll get by. He says, don't be afraid. So I'm just wondering, is there fear in your heart currently? Are you struggling with fear in any of its ways? What's the storm that's robbing the peace from your life? Remember that no matter how big the waves are, Jesus says, "It is I, do not be afraid."